I don't know if the hack gives more strength, but I kind of feel like it does. So I'm gonna keep it on. I do 2 reps here. Just feeling it out. Don't waste energy. Yeah, it feels light today. You don't have a little bit of anxiety before the set, it's probably not heavy enough. So I'm gonna see what happens here. So right now I'm about 173, which I don't know, maybe 12 to 15% body fat. I think, I don't even know. For an average population person, you would say that's pretty lean, but for someone who lives the bodybuilding lifestyle, they would say that's on the heavier side. My leanest was 155 this year in September. So I'll start my diet whenever I'm out of this phase of kind of just recovering from the diets I've done the last couple years. That's why I took those 2 weeks off a couple weeks ago. Body rested, now I feel fresh. The pumps are definitely way better when you're fully rested. I think that's a sign. If you're not getting a big pump and you're training to failure and you feel the muscle working, but for some reason it's just not a big pump, I would say take a couple days off. Probably overtrained a bit. All right. Come on. Let's get it. I would say that's it for chest. 2 all-out sets on the dumbbell incline. 1 closer to flat. 1 more front delt upper chest. I'm gonna move on to side lateral machine now. I'm not doing any pressing at the moment for shoulders, but I'm getting some on here, and I'm probably gonna do a dip, maybe, I don't know, but kind of just experimenting whether not that I need a shoulder press or don't need it, just experimenting to see what happens if I don't do it. So, I mean, your shoulders are definitely not gonna shrink. Not if you're doing some incline stuff or a dip. I'm gonna move on now. Not bad. Definitely not as lean as I was, but that's right. Let's take a look at this side. One side's always easier to pose, but I think you should do both sides just so you can do a set or a couple sets all out. Try and raise your arms. If you can't really even do it, move on to something else. That's enough. Weightlifting just stimulates new muscle tissue if you've trained hard enough and you've executed the movements properly. But without recovery, you just dug yourself into a ditch and you didn't refill it. So taking an extra day off or so is not gonna hurt. It's probably gonna benefit you. So just one all-out set there, really grinding them out at the end, and then some partials until I could barely move it, could barely even breathe. My shoulders are super pumped right now. So, it's hitting on most muscular. Let's see how it looks. That's not bad. Obviously being leaner, more separation in the delt. See the clavicle a bit. Neck's thinner. Traps are popping more. More divots. Bicep, tricep. More striations in the chest. But it's a different look. It's a fuller, more swole look. Moving on to probably a dip. Probably a dip machine, I think. I like the dip because I get some pec minor, lower pec, some front delt, and then a big shortening of the tricep load at the top. And then I'll move on to a skull crusher after for a stretch. That's it for chest, shoulders, and tricep. So, I bought a mic. It's coming today. I got no idea how to use it. I'm gonna see if it helps the audio at all. I don't really know where I'm gonna clip it. I don't really like things on my shirt, or I don't want watches or anything. I just don't like anything on me. I don't know. Even bracelets. Necklaces I could wear, but even if I get one, I end up not using it anyway. So, anyway, I started off with the seated calf raise. I want to get calves out of the way, like always. So I want to start with chest, but I know I should start with calves to get them done. So I got them done. Went over to this. This felt the best in a while. The dumbbell chest press. Did 30s, 50, 65, then 75. I think I did like 8 or something like that. Felt pretty good. With the dumbbells, it's a great stretch, but it's also a great contraction. It really is a phenomenal movement. And then I wanted to stay on it, so I just raised the incline a little bit, get a little bit more upper chest. I wanted to do more upper chest because even though it's an incline that I did, I felt like I was getting a pump more down lower and mid. So I raised it up here, and then I just focused more on upper chest contraction. So I'm not thinking about actually punching the weight. I'm more thinking about contracting my chest, which involves pushing my head back, driving my shoulders back, retracting my scapula as I press and try and bring my biceps together and crush my pec. So just a little mental cue you can try and use. 2 sets of that. After I flex my chest after that, it's fatigued. I don't think there's any purpose of doing more. Maybe I could have done another set, but that's always the question, right? I mean, how many sets do you really need? Then I did side lateral machine for shoulder, did dip, and then I did a stretch for the tricep. So overall, chest, shoulder, tricep, fried right now. So take 1 to 2 days off, and then I'll do back and bicep. Definitely getting into a better groove after taking some time off. I dieted for like over 4 months. I went from about 170 something to 155. Sub 10% body fat for sure. At least 10%, that's for sure. And that's it. I'm liking the progress so far after coming back, and I don't know how heavy I'm gonna get before I start dieting, but I'm definitely just free eating whenever I kind of feel like it. Not too concerned with having a six-pack at the moment. It tends to always be during the winter when I add a little bit of fluff or body fat to my frame. So that's about it. So I'm gonna do some anterior tibialis with the dumbbell. I'm just gonna kind of move my toes up and down pretty much with the dumbbell on a ledge. Just kind of quick, burn out ones, and then go home. I might film that actually. I'm gonna eat some pancakes after, protein pancakes, Kodiak protein pancakes. The dark chocolate is out of this world, especially if you add more chocolate chips, which is probably not needed or necessary, but I don't know. More chocolate chips the better, so. once I'm done with my workout, pretty much come home, turn on the TV, make some food, and just kind of hang out. Today's Saturday, so I don't really have much to do. Workout's pretty much the main thing. I made some protein pancakes. These are the Kodiak dark chocolate pancakes that I was talking about. I made 126 grams. It's like 2 servings, something like that. I think it's like high 20s in the protein. So I'll eat this and I'll watch some bodybuilding stuff.